Okay, here's an overview of a cart I picked up. Picked it up for the old Fairbanks 15 sitting over there. I was told this is a Bettendorf cart. Not sure if any of you guys know. You might let me know. But this is just an overview. I'm going to probably completely change this setup in order to put that engine on it. It's got some elaborate ironwork on it here on the axle, and both axles actually. Here's the hitch. I've already taken the hitch off. Took it off of there just to give myself a video reference of how it was set up when I got it. Basically is what I'm doing here. This strut rod goes to the center up here, and then these strut rods on the rear axle go up and they tie into the center of your frame. And these are 16 inches on center, which is what the bolt holes are on the engine over there. So that's pretty good. I got to looking on the web, and a cart of this size is what's recommended by Fairbanks to carry this engine. So this is a pretty hefty cart. So not sure all of this is going to stay. I may just strip it down to the bare axle, get rid of all that, and just set a piece of channel on top of here and build the cart from there. Not sure yet, but this is just to basically remind myself how it was before I take it all apart too. You know, I just want to get some video of it as found. This is the fifth wheel here, and you know, I don't think it was properly set up the way it looks to me, but I don't know. That gear down there, that's all, that pin has been made out of a pinion shaft, out of something it looks like. So that's all going to get changed. At least going to take it all apart and make sure everything's solid and sound on it. I have had the nuts loose on the wheel and had one of the wheels off. It's a tapered bearing. We'll get into that later. It's a tapered shaft. The hub is tapered, so you can adjust this nut in and on the taper and take up the play. And right now it's got some play, but not bad. Not bad at all, really, for as old as it is. And I'll get you some dimensions on it here. Well, we're starting to get the axles apart here. Drilling out the rivets and pulling the pieces off. Gonna get down to the axle, which is right here. It's covered up by all this metal, which is part of the original axle, but it's corroded pretty badly. Thin in spots, beginning to tear out in spots, and missing in spots from corrosion. So I'm going to completely rebuild these axles and go from there. So I wanted to show you what I'm doing here. I just take a drill and drill out the rivets, then take an air hammer and pop them down through, and then take a hand chisel or a hand punch and punch them out, and they come out like this. And it's a little time consuming, but it's got to be done. So, and this is, I think, the easiest way to do it, other than torching them. I'm really not into all the smoke and fire at this point, so I'm just kind of taking it easy and drilling them out and punching them out. So I'll update you when we get more progress on the Bettendorf cart. Okay, I mentioned corrosion there a while ago. Got this piece off of here. This is rusted clear through on both sides. I think this is where the frame of wagon set. And so I got this off and pop it off there. Now here's what I'm talking about. This is a load bearing section here, and this is actually broken out and welded, not welded, but rusted away. So this is what I'm concerned about as far as the load bearing capability of this original axle. Lots of corrosion under here, and it's just time. I mean, this stuff doesn't last forever. And so now I'm going to lay it down and start working on these rivets here. I'll start on this side, on the small side here, and get those peeled away. There's that one there. But yeah, just it's time. It's time to get this old thinner metal off of here and start over and make some new ones. Get the strength and integrity back in these axles. Turn the radio off here so that I don't get in trouble for playing music. Just gotta get these things warm because I couldn't budge them before. And you get a piece of metal hot. Yeah, it will. Cut that part out. Listen to the local fire department around here, so sorry about that. So they come right off. Those things would not budge before, so I'm going to cool off a little bit. Show you what I'm working with here. These are the eye bolts. This actually, you see how corroded that is. That actually went on the tongue, the hitch tongue, where the horses were hitched up. This no here isn't too bad, but they were both not able to budge either one of them, so I'll get them off of there now. Just a nice quality. See how they did the I don't know if you can tell from your angle or not, but where they actually match the angle of the axle, the taper of the axle and stuff, and these pieces here are probably forged, but nice quality. Then these, this part, actually this is the left-hand thread, and that comes off. And anyway, this comes off, and this whole piece looks like it's put on the end of the axle here. I believe this piece here, the tapered piece where the hub goes, the wheel hub, will come off. This end bolt holds it together, and I'm not going to attempt to take those off. There's no use to. No use to go that far. And this is the left side of the wagon. These are both left-hand threads, so when the wheel's rolling forward, it doesn't tend to unscrew the bolt. This is a safety, goes in there and holds the whole assembly on, this whole hub assembly. So that's kind of a neat deal how it's made. No bearings or anything, just a hub, tapered hub, and keep this greased. It's got a little wear here and there, but not bad. So you can tighten this up and take the hub a little farther up the taper and tighten your wheels up. So it's pretty cool. Pretty neat way to build an axle. Okay, got one of them peeled apart, and here's what they look like inside. Plenty of crusty, rusty, dusty crap in there, but the actual solid part is good. Looks like 2 3/8 is what this measures. That's a hefty chunk of iron. So there's what they look like split apart. Got a lot of cleaning to do, and I got another one to split there too, so we'll keep hacking away at her here. Over here on the other side of the engine, I've got the wheels sitting here. They're all ready to go. They've been blasted and primed, so we'll get them put on there. And hopefully one of these days get a cart under the 15 Fairbanks here. So that's the ultimate goal. We'll see what happens.